McCarthy, just his second T20 international.
Goes over mid-off. It's high. Got the height, but not really the distance. Harry Tector does really well there to keep it to a couple of runs here. And it's just the third over, India 30 for 1. It's a quick reminder of the Royal Challenge power play. That's the first 6 overs. That should be another 4. Flatter this time. More bat.
Well, he's back to that length that got punished in the first delivery. It's a good surface. Comes onto the bat nicely. Yeah, just look how high that's bounced. That tells you something about the length that McCarthy's opted to go to. As soon as that was hit, he threw his eyes to the heavens. He knew he'd got it wrong on that occasion.
I was a little surprised with the skiddiness. Now that's easy. Wide and short. Over point.
The freedom with which this opening 3 have played is something to behold. A tiny bit of width. See up on this occasion. Doesn't get the movement back in. He generally swings it away from the left-hander. No real movement on display though. And Abhishek, well, he's always looking for the boundary option.
He's got a very unique grip. And growing up, we were told if you want to hit long and big sixes, you got to hold it from right at the top of the grip, right top of the handle. It's called a long handle. And that's kind of a grip that Abhishek's got. Nicely played. This is turning out to be a brilliant over for India and Abhishek Sharma. So that's another boundary, the 4th of the over.
Has struggled in international T20I cricket. Liam McCarthy, just that one game a year ago against West Indies. Easy on that occasion. All the Irish bowlers were given the treatment, truth be told. It's particularly expensive. He needs to find a way. And
Facebook पर ना
आवा हो. Out. Square goes squarer, mid-wicket comes in. So you need to have lots of different plans as a bowler. And well, this looks like plan E.
I like this plan to Abhishek. It's back of length but straight. Got a little bit of room outside off stump, hasn't timed it. Top effort. It's been superb effort. Tim Tector, the fielder.
देखा
Yeah, overdone. Third over gone. It's 45 for 1.
लाइक कीजिए लाइक
Right, the other debutant for Ireland, Matthew Allen. Can he pick up a wicket in his first one? Not really.
Well, it was a really good effort, wasn't it, from Tim Tector? He had to keep on checking where the boundary rope was, and just another half step, another half an inch to the reach, and gave himself every opportunity to get there.
Maybe second ball for Matthew Hollard. Takes it nicely, the skipper. As a day of the debutants, it was Jai Munda first ball and Matthew Hollard second ball. He picks up an international wicket.
Just tried to go to leg side. And have a look at this celebration. The hope, the absolute hope for Matthew Hollard and his captain doesn't make a mistake. That's as happy as he can be to take a wicket, I'd say. Second one goes for India. Ishan Kishan goes for one, India 45 for two. There's Emma Little Pengelly, the Deputy First Minister of Northern Ireland, in for the cricket. She's got the right hat anyway.
It's a wonderful day, isn't it? And we've seen some really good cricket too. Shreyas Iyer, the new batter. Yeah, the Indian skipper, newly appointed, Shreyas Iyer, gets off the mark. A wonderful IPL. He hasn't been part of the T20I setup for a while, and he comes back in place of Surya Kumar Yadav, and straight away as a captain. He's a very good captain as well. We've seen that in the IPL, leading 3 different franchises to the finals and then winning with Kolkata Knight Riders a couple of years ago. The best part about the Indian batting line, they're exciting. Obviously, they lose a few wickets, but then they keep playing their shots. And Abhishek is no different. Career striker of 190. Can imagine. Plays a few shots. And he has this afternoon. Started off with that 6 to Humphreys and a couple of 4s as well. And a bad swing. Very pure. Very nice. Highlights so far for me. Flat bats it over mid-off. And the highlight has been how good he has been with the horizontal bat in this innings.
Well, if you're starting to train your batting, have a look at the wrists of Abhishek. It's such supple wrists, and what that does is it allows you to, when you don't get all of it, you go through with the shot. It does go over the infield when you're an opening batter. It whips those wrists through, and even though a couple of times in those highlights, and on that occasion we've seen the bat slightly twist in his hands, you get yourself out of trouble by going right through. And Matthew Hollard, well, I think he's overstepped, so he's gone for 4, and now he's going to have to bowl for a free hit.
He can't change the field. That's close. That's very close. What is he bowling? It's a free hit. Wide. He needs to bowl that again.
You can see the plan. That's the main thing. Yes, he didn't execute, but he had a plan in place. Risky one with 3rd and point inside the ring. Maybe expecting Abhishek to move leg side, gambling on that as his go-to when he's facing a free hit.
Over extra cover this time again. Flat bats it. It's turning out to be another good over for India.
Much like when Jai Mundra started off so brilliantly, he then was treated to some boundaries at the end. A free hit. Again, didn't quite get all of it how he would have wanted. A little bit of movement away. That probably helped it not go for 6. It probably saved Matthew Hollard 2. Got it right at the end of the bat.
Yeah, 12 runs already from the first 5. I don't mind the length that the Irish quick bowlers are bowled to him, just a little short or back of length, but just the width that was an offer. Coming round the wicket. Wicket in his very first over. That was Matthew Hollard. 50 cent for to India.
So, India, while they had a few frights early on, India going along very nicely indeed through 4 overs. 57 for 2 they are. Pitched up, straight to the fielder though. Jai Mundra into his second wicket with his first ball for Ireland in international cricket. Only the second Ireland cricketer to do that in T20 internationals after Matt Humphrey in Chattogram against Bangladesh. Rishad Hussain is joined by the iconic wicketkeeper batter who was mainstay of Ireland for so long, Niall O'Brien. I think the thing that stands out for me, Niall, is the fact that you made your maiden ODI century at nearly 36.
Yeah, I hung in there just about long enough. I chucked that many hundreds away. I used to get a bit giddy when I got to 60, 70, 80 to try and get there too quickly, but yeah, that was a nice, enjoyable day. And my good friend Ish Sodhi served me up a lovely full toss on leg stump, and I pumped him into the hospitality. So thank you, Ish, if you're watching.
So many friends and family here watching Ireland today. I know that Jai Mundra's sister back in India is watching him and should be immensely proud. Slight top edge, miscued from Shreyas Iyer. Just take the single.
It's a lovely story. Mundra, whose brother is an international cricketer, plays for Sweden.
Wicketkeeper better?
Yeah, and he lost, chemical, I think, engineering, electrical engineering, masters. Then he lost his job, and his mum actually wanted him to get a new job, and he pleaded with his mum, let me pursue this dream of cricket. And when you get that first wicket, Sanju Samson, I tell you what, it makes it all worthwhile. All the hard work, the graft, the early morning training, the extra gym, the extra fitness, it makes it all worthwhile.
Works away, nearly finds the gap, but for some excellent work from Ross Adair. Looks like a little scrum half dive, passed off the deck. The 2 wickets to fall.
Yeah, well, a little bit of luck, but you don't mind that. Drag on from Sanju, and then Hollard gets one in the right area. He's a bit skiddier, I reckon, but I think that was a good catch. Lorcan took it. That's not an easy catch. He had to turn, he had to twist. And he had a long time to think about it.
Straight back to Mundra. Scored a run with his first delivery when he had bat in hand. Wicket with his first delivery as a bowler. It's been a pretty good debut.
This has been a huge plus for Heinrich Milan, who's crying out for a left-arm pace bowler that he can rely upon. Dockrell's an excellent catcher in the deep. Very reliable. Hollard goes at the stumps. Shreyas Iyer just flicks it. Actually, a pretty good stroke, but the only thing that went wrong was the direction. Captain comes and goes for three, and India in the power play in a bit of trouble. 60 for three.
Tilak Varma striding towards the crease now. A little bit of pressure on Tilak Varma here. And he's just assumed the vice captaincy of the India T20 international side. So you can see in the back of the captain, Shreyas Iyer, for three. And this is a man with a stellar career. Strike rate of nearly 150. 100.
सभी लोग सब्सक्राइब कीजिए. अगला मैच 28 तारीख को है, तो आप देखने के लिए सभी लोग लाइक सब्सक्राइब कीजिए.
Playing anywhere near their best, they can still pull India to the victory line well ahead of the 20-over mark. Tilak Varma on strike, another left-hander at the wicket.
I think that's a good shot. I think Tilak Varma. If you watch how late he plays this, he knows.
cắt nó rồi hả? Cái này thì cái cái gì đó.
Quite the pace on the ball. It's a good catch. Really good from George Dockrell, who's an excellent outfielder. He's not so good, George Dockrell, in the ring, catching a point and cover. But when you get him in the deep, very reliable.
Getting his ankles right here to the left-handed batter. So 2 balls remaining in the power play. But this Indian side is well ahead of where Ireland were at a similar stage. Both sides were 3 wickets down, but Ireland were 36 for 3. India 64 for 3 at the comparative stage. Idea was good. Good footwork from Tilak Varma in his 50th T20 international. But, I mean, he's one of those with an incredible batting average. Finds the gap, and it'll make its way to the boundary. A fine 4 to finish the power play for India. 68 for 3 at the end of 6.
That ends the power play for India. They move on to 68 for 3. We have a driving license up in the flag. If you have lost this driving license, please head to the main entrance. You can't retrieve that license at the main entrance. Continue bowling for Ireland.
Well, the power play saw plenty of runs for India, but a few too many wickets for their liking as well now.
Yeah, it was action-packed Royal Challenge power play. There was a lot of width on offer. Abhishek Sharma. This is a good catch. Lorcan Tucker backs up his bowler, backs up his debutant. Debutant's taking the 3 wickets so far. Dockrell in the deep, safe as houses. Shreyas Iyer gone. India happy, obviously 68 on the board, but those 3 just keep Ireland in the contest somewhat.
So Harry Tector makes his way into the attack now. Ireland relying more and more on his spin bowling, but it's a good idea to the left-handed batters.
I actually would open the bowling with Harry Tector. I would have been really interested in opening the bowling with Harry Tector today with a couple of left-handers up top, just to try and sneak one in. India would not have been expecting it. He's got a bit of a golden arm, Harry Tector.
Set to play his 100th T20 International against India this series. If he does play on Sunday, this is 99th in the format. Lorcan Tucker making his way all the way out to field that. A good few squares down.
सभी
We'll
लोग
ask about
लाइक
Lorcan Tucker. I
सब्सक्राइब
mean, he's
कीजिए
somebody
अगला
who's
मैच
assumed the captaincy
28 को
now
है
for
तो
Ireland. A
देखने
lot of
के लिए लाइक
responsibility in the
सब्सक्राइब
captaincy role, a lot of
करें और जुड़े
responsibility
रहें
where he bats in the order, a lot of responsibility with gloves. He's somebody, though, who's shown with bat in hand, 350s and 3 matches as captain. He's got the ability to handle the pressure. He's got great composure. But what do you make of him in the captaincy role?
Well, he's measured. He's a very measured individual, very level. He's consistent with form, and that's the most important thing. But what I've seen, Dwayne, in this first 6 overs or so, is the relationship between Lorcan Tucker and Harry Tector. It's been noticeable. Harry Tector has been helping some of the bowlers at the back of their mark.
This one chased, but perfectly laced through a little bit of space. Tilak Varma, the lovely boundary.
Line again. Dwayne, the line again. Just have a look at the line of this ball. It's 4-5, 4th, 5th stump.
अगला मैच
Majority
देखने
of
के लिए
India's
हमसे
boundaries
जुड़े
they've come when
रहें
the
और
ball's been
अगला मैच हम
offered with
28
that
को
little bit of
लाइव
width. Take
करेंगे
nothing away from Varma. That was a beautiful shot. Just to go on about Lorcan Tucker, he's made a lovely start to his career batting wise, and he's obviously an astute man. He's a clever man, intelligent person on and off the field, but he's got the backing, I think, of all his team. I think what he needs to try and instill is a real belief in this side that they can mix it with the best in the world and take them on and have that belief, because the talent is there. But well, it's a hard job. Keeping wicket, captaining, pivotal batting position at number 4 won't be easy for Tucker as the games come thick and fast.
Sneaking the single, Tilak Varma, and India after 7. 76 for 3.
Another continue bowling for Ireland from the city end. Liam McClarty.
Oh, the 3 debutants, or the 3 wickets have fallen to the 2 debutants. Jai Mundra with the first, and Matt Hollop. His grandfather is from Cork, although he and his brother Jordan from South Africa. So to Liam McCarthy, South African born, charging in now. Well, what's been challenging here for Abhishek Sharma is that he's faced virtually no deliveries in the last 2 overs.
You're not ideal when you're flowing and you're playing beautifully like Sharma is, but 49 from 18, he's well placed. Tilak Verma is a nice player.
अगला मैच देखने के लिए सब्सक्राइब करें, हमसे जुड़े रहिए और लाइक कीजिए.
Different styles, different scoring areas.
This one though. So, come on, boys. Worked away. 1 away from 50 is Abhishek Sharma, and he's back on
अगला
strike
मैच
now.
देखने के लिए हमारे YouTube चैनल के साथ बने रहिएगा और 28 तारीख को मैं इस
The various lengths.
मैच को फिर से स्टार्ट करूंगा.
In the slot.
Yeah, and that 6 to 8 metre mark was the area that Ireland struggled against, but he's absolutely dominated that area.
That'll be 50. Keep back! Keep back! Abhishek Sharma thinks about 2 but decides against it. That'll be his 11th half century. T20 internationals to go with his 2 centuries as well.
Yeah, lovely knock.
भाई
Fine
साहब
player.
शतक हो गया है.
Came out all
आप
guns
लोग इसे
blazing. He's found
कांग्रेस
the middle of his
करिए.
blade right from the get-go today. Outstanding cricketer. Best strike rate in T20 cricket since 2024 of any player from a full member nation. There was a nice little moment when he was raising his bat and the Indian team were applauding, and there was a very young 15-year-old who was just acknowledging and saying, "Yeah, good, well played, but I'm waiting for my turn."
Well, that's the thing is, I mean, as extraordinary as Abhishek Sharma's stats are, and they are extraordinary, domestically and in franchise cricket, his stats pale in comparison to the 15-year-old Suryavanshi, who's probably the most eagerly anticipated debut to come for India. Not yet, not yet. Top ball, but
अगला मैच
Abhishek
और
Sharma is
अच्छा
just a
होने
phenom with
वाला
bat
है.
net.
वैभव सूर्यवंशी का एंट्री होगा.
top of the
तो
world
आप लोग
rankings at the
वैभव को
moment. These are
देखने
some of
के
his
लिए
extraordinary
हमारे इस
shots this
YouTube
innings
चैनल
alone.
से बने
He
रहिएगा.
got one early from Humphreys, that was down the leg side, but generally what you're going to see is up and over the offside. We'll just keep an eye on the line that Ireland bowled. They bowled slightly too wide, they got the lengths wrong. Abhishek Sharma was one step ahead. Whatever was presented to him, he had the answer time and time again.
It worked away. Number 1 in the world batter rankings for T20 internationals is Abhishek Sharma on an impressive 875 ranking points, and that's still 50-odd points below his best, which was 931, and that puts him in an elite league. That's Donald Bradman League in Test cricket in terms of rating points. But look at that, a career strike rate of nearly 200. Abhishek Sharma is not messing about, but he's not quite got hold of it, and as a result falls on the final ball of the 8th. Matt Humphreys. So Ben Khaled takes the catch. Liam McCarthy with the wicket, his first in T20 internationals. At the end of 8, India 80 for 4, and Abhishek's gone for a well-played 50.
Well, the bat turning in his hand, I mentioned he's preferred to go over the offside as simple catch. It's a huge, huge catch. Just when India getting on top, they lose another. Sharma entertaining, going for 50, 80 for 4.
50.
आप लोग लाइक करिए भाई, लाइक बहुत कम है. मैच अभी अच्छा होने वाला है.
The breakthrough that Ireland were looking for. Why has this worked? Kevin O'Brien alongside one of the premier all-rounders in Irish cricket history. What's Liam McCarthy done well here?
Yeah,
I think his length was slightly fuller. Washington Sundar comes to the crease. Just about Liam McCarthy. I think his length was slightly fuller and the line was slightly tighter than his first over, restricting the Indian players of width. Cramped Sharma for room and comfortably taken by Ben Kalitz.
Harry Tector.
Harry.
A little bit of flight, brave bowling from Harry Tector, a very tall off spinner. But this is the stage. Yes, India are going at 10s, but Ireland, do they start to believe? Yes. It's very early on in the piece.
What do you think about a ball?
Here's the wicket again. McCarthy, a little slower ball, a little cutter.
45.
A little bit of grip in the surface. And we saw it on the first innings when the Indian bowlers went a bit of pace off into the wicket. Roar of delight for the Railway Union man with his first T20I wicket.
Guy, a few.
It's been amazing, hasn't it? As soon as players have got to 50 in the game today,
A little bit straighter, Roscoe.
a little change up and
Good there, lad.
they've
Good
given their wickets away. Morgan Tucker, Gareth Delaney and the Irish side. Well, the big key for India is who's going to be around for the next couple of years. It's been a talking point, the changes to the squad, the team. They're trying combinations out. How important are bowling all-rounders or batting all-rounders to a team if you're going to go all the way and have a good couple of years?
Yeah, huge. They just add a lot of balance to the playing 11.
Very good, Harry.
Again, really brave. Are you surprised to see the speeds that he's bowling at here?
He's certainly tossing it up. He's giving the Indian batsman an option to look to rebuild or continue going. It's an interesting situation, the phase of play now. Do India, I'm not saying they'll tap it around, but just take a couple of overs to rebuild this partnership, just to get that momentum again, a little bit like Lorcan Tucker in the first innings with Gareth Delaney.
Very good.
Well, India can look at that partnership from Ireland. It was a scratchy at the beginning. Lorcan Tucker, Gareth Delaney, and then there was a little bit of a switch hit. Often it can be a bowling matchup. Maybe this isn't the matchup that they're keen on. Field changing constantly. So much information for these teams. Long on, long off. There's the quicker one. A change up to get you out of the over. A brilliant over from Tector, following up the wicket taking one of McCarthy. 9 gone. India 84 for 4.
भाई लाइक करो भाई.
Four for 4, 99 kilometres per hour. Harry Tector bowled to close out his over.
Yeah, a little arm ball there. Good length, a little bit of width. The batsman will be disappointed missing out on that. The width was there. Good take for Lorcan Tucker, but can Ireland continue this momentum? Can they keep this momentum for as long as they can?
It's a good line for that length. Nice and tight on Washington Sundar. Doesn't let him free his arms. I think the difference when Ireland have gone the distance is they've given width outside the off stump and either gone over the offside or you can fetch it and bring it leg side.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that width that bowlers sometimes offer the batsmen, the batters are good enough to cut it up over the offside, you know, or else get inside it and use their arms to pull it through the leg side.
A lot fuller on that occasion. It just shows the difficulty, doesn't it, of bowling in the power play, because only 2 fielders out. When you've got people who can hit it over the offside, hit it leg side. Well, they've been full of voice, the crowd here today. A little bit quieter And as you find around the world, so well supported India. There's the Irish pocket. The Tectors in the front there. They'll be pleased to see Ireland doing well. They've been busy over and across. Daughter in the World Cup, 2 sons playing against India. Life is good. Great Yorker. That is something that we have seen from Liam McCarthy. How good he is and how surprising his Yorker is.
Yeah, it's, you know, he's got a little bit of airspeed. He's holding slightly cross seam here, and again, perfect execution of the Yorker. A bit of a surprise delivery. Rates almost at 10 and over. You know, I think Ireland find themselves right in this game. Another wicket. If they can get the 5th wicket, have India 100 for 5. There he is, Heatley Tector.
Well, a feel here, but outside leg stump going over the top, but always good to ask the question.
Looked a bit high, if I'm being honest, but they reviewed it.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision was not out. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. May I have front on, please? May I have ultra edge, please? Ball passes the bat. Satisfied, no bat involved. May we have ball tracking, please?
Atana.
Pitching outside leg. Can we have Gareth back on screen? Gareth, you can stick with your original decision. You're on screen now.
Yeah, not out. Didn't pass the first hurdle. Pitched outside leg, and as a left arm bowler, this is a bugbear of mine. Right arm bowlers never know when it's pitched outside leg.
Well, that was clearly pitched outside leg.
Again, just such a good length from Liam McCarthy. You know you're in business when you're hitting the splice of the batter's bat.
Yeah, just looking to smash that back of a length. And the key thing is these last 2 overs, his line has been much tighter. First over in the power play, he gave a little bit too much width to Sharma, which allowed him to carve him over point and up over third man. That straighter line is forcing the batter to play to the leg side, so you can defend one side of the wicket. This has been a fantastic 2 overs from Liam McCarthy.
And there's the fuller one out. Yes, no, hit, and it's out. Oh dear, Ross Adair only had 1 stump to aim at, but this sorry, Ireland piling the pressure on as we hit the halfway stage. 89 for 4 India.
Now we're going for India halfway in this T20 International. Correct score for India, 89 4 quarters, another 183. Turning to roll for Ireland from the spinning end. Matthew Humphries.
Harry Tector at the far end also.
Matthew Humphries.
That's it, back.
Oh, it's going to fall safe right between 2 stools there. Didn't have the opening over that he often has, Matthew Humphries. He's often the tone setter for Ireland, but good to see that he's not the only option in the power play.
Yeah, I think that's something that the Irish management team are kind of crying out for. Who of the seam bowlers, especially without the likes of Mark Adair, Josh Little, Barry McCarthy, who can put their hand up and bowl in that power play?
Switch hit chance and taken. Ross Adair, well, he had a chance in the last over. A direct hit. Matthew Humphreys back into the attack and a crucial wicket. They just keep tumbling for Ireland. India, well, they're very quiet now. It's a rough wicket.
Yeah, huge wicket. Previous couple of overs has wrestled the momentum for Ireland, and Humphreys into the wicket, reverse sweep by Tilak Varma straight to Ross Adair, smart catch. The fifth wicket falls, Tilak Varma goes 19 off 21, 90 for 5.
Sometimes if you take too long,
Shivam Dubey, 65 matches in his career. Another one with a healthy strike rate, on the lower side actually for this team, but useful numbers there, 6 50s and 13 30s. Well, a touch of rugby about this, the way he caught it.
Yeah, reverse sweep, just caught it near the toe of the bat, and very good movement off the ball from Ross Adair. Good anticipation.
When I close my eyes and talk to God, peace in my head, I'm singing this song and it goes like
Difficult.
It's been that type of wicket, isn't it? Batters look like they're in, and all of a sudden they've got.
when I close.
Three. Very, very good.
Matthew Hollard, one of two debutants for Ireland today. Well, the score is looking okay compared to Ireland. It's the wickets that have been falling. Look how consistently they have fallen, whereas Ireland lost plenty at the beginning and the end. The middle phase, probably you'd say, is the home team's at this stage, but how quickly T20 can change. Hollard over the wicket. Well, he's looking where he thought he should have hit that, Washington Sundar. Nice start back from Hollard.
Washington Sundar batting deep in the crease. Look, both his feet behind the front line. Maybe anticipating Hollard looking to bowl Yorkers. Try and get a little bit deeper to play with the bowler's length a little bit. Well, that was there to hit. Just missed out. Just a little bit of width, full length. Mid-off was up. He'd be kicking himself. He missed that.
And looks for another option because third and fine now inside the ring because of that previous shot. Long off had gone back, but they did score a boundary recently. The final delivery of that Humphreys over went for 4.
Yeah, great touch. You call it is they put in the second, I suppose the second point, which as a batsman he's read it very well. Humphreys went for pace on. I would like to see him keep the pace off that last ball and say the batter hit it over the boundary riders.
A slower delivery, nice placement, but doesn't have the power that you probably would want. George Dockrell tidying up into the deep. Now the problem now is that Ireland know about these pockets in Stormont, big pockets out towards all the corners. So if you're looking to score boundaries, the way to do it is back over the bowler's head, very, very short there. And long off and long on, quite wide, because if he gets it wrong here, Hollard, it's going for 6 anyway. So they're giving themselves an opportunity into the corners. Does go into that pocket and long on, like I said, wide enough to cut it off.
I would imagine with this field, as you said, long on, long off, quite wide, the length is going to be into the wicket. Hollard can't afford to pitch up the boundary with the long on, long off wide, and the boundary is so short behind the bowler's head. So the length is going to be into the wicket, force the batter to drag it into the deeper pocket.
So interesting to see Harry Tector coming up off the boundary almost every delivery with Lorcan Tucker, the keeper. He can't keep talking to his bowler. So Tector is doing that job of talking through the plans with Hollard. There you go, into the pitch, just like you called for on that line again, just not giving the space. But the 100 comes up with that single.
Yeah, the execution from Hollard this over, Liam McCarthy the previous 2 from this end, bowling into the wicket. We saw Prashi Krishna when he came back on for his last over, went very full pace off. Gareth Delaney hit him, I think, for 26 off 1 over. So the Irish bowlers and the management group have realised that. They're looking to go into the wicket. Harry Tector's obviously the bowling captain on the field.
Top edge, chance in the deep. And taken again, another one falls. Ben Callitz with his second catch of the game. Hollard with his 3rd wicket. And the wickets just keep falling. Anytime India look to get a hold on this game, Ireland have the answer. It's a rough wicket.
Yeah, once again, a great execution of the plan into the wicket. Get the batsman hitting to the deeper pockets, the deeper side of the ground. Comfortable catch by Ben Callitz. Once again, the bat turning in the hand slightly. Indicates a bit inconsistent pace in the pitch and well taken in the deep. Washington Sundar goes for 9. India in trouble, 100 for 6.
Ireland putting a little pressure on here. Tector. Pressure being released with this stroke. It's glorious. It's hefty.
बहुत ही अच्छा 6 है दूर का.
Shivam Dubey
Well, he's a very fine sixth hitter against spin bowling and against medium pace bowling, Shivam Dubey. This is meat and drink. He murders this kind of bowling. Such a powerful ball striker. It's right in the hitting zone. It is in the arc, and it was sent out of the park.
Take the single to bring Akshar Patel on strike. If there's another player in this lineup who can hit a very long six, Akshar Patel. But we're approaching the stage. If Rashid Rana would be classed as a genuine batter as well, but we're approaching the stage where in another couple of wickets and Ireland will feel that their first win against India in T20s is very much on.
Very good, Mark, very good.
Well, I must say Ireland have adjusted their plans accordingly. They've bowled lots of cutters after an expensive start in the power play. They've gone into the pitch. They've learned from India. Bang it in. See what variation there is off the surface and get your players positioned in the deep.
Harry.
Took a 10 and over, Dwayne. So, you know, from a fielding perspective and from an Ireland perspective, you have to believe now. So when you're in the ring, Lorcan Tucker, the men at point, Rosadere at backward point, extra cover, you have to create this atmosphere that you're hunting wickets all the time. You can't give easy singles. Boundaries will come because Dubey and Akshar Patel are good boundary hitters. But if you can just squeeze one ball and over, two balls and over, make a couple of dots and push it to 12s.
Catch it! Oh my God.
To go hard. Just managed to find a little bit of a gap. Likely would have gone over the infield regardless.
If you look at Shivam Dubey, he's only going to play one way. Shivam Dubey is not going to try and push this around and take it deep, as they say. He's going to try and take this attack down. Just keep chipping away at the other end.
Harry, well done.
Quicker ball to end from Harry Texas. Worked away for a single. And McCarthy with the fielding. End of 13, India. 111 for 6. So Shivam Dubey and Akshar Patel at the wicket for India. Rashid can certainly wield the bat. India needing something special. Hollard to continue. 3 wickets already on debut for Matt Hollard. Matt Hollard mentioned that he comes from South Africa. Well, there's a few who've been doing duties on covering the advertising boards in front of the sight screens between overs. That is a glorious delivery.
Certainly quicker than you think. Hollard is early 80s, but he's skiddy. Seems to pick up a little bit of pace off the surface. Had a nervy start. The first over was certainly a nervous one for Hollard, and he has settled in nicely. It's another. He just rolls it. It's not a slow ball as such. He just has it. Rolls it slightly down the right-hand side of the ball, but it's skiddy.
He's been bowling well. He's been chipping in with regular wickets in the domestic season for Leinster Lightning. He's got 6 in 4 T20 matches. He's also managed to chip in with his career best T20 score in the earlier in the season against the Warriors. But he and his brother Jordan have been going well. Speaking of players that have gone well, start from Ed Joyce on the right and move your way across.
Yeah, Ed Joyce, probably, in my opinion, the greatest player Ireland have ever produced. Outstanding cricketer, Ed Joyce. Wonderful batter. Working in the media here and coaching in Gloucestershire currently in the county championship. I think there was Greg Mullins there, who was a former Ireland left-arm finger spinner, previous teammate of mine. Brother Captain Ireland, of course. It's Greg Mullins with the sunglasses. His brother Jason Mullins, Captain Ireland. Boyd Rankin, my host. I'm staying with Boyd Rankin. He looked after me last night. And then I was left. Stuart,
what's your brother doing just above Stuart Thompson?
Kev is just dodging work, I think.
Having a few words with Ed Joyce, brother of Isabel Joyce, who's in the commentary team. Oh, get the chalk out. That looked like it was off the toe of the bat.
Yeah, Mark Adair was down there also at some stage, just with those guys congregating and chatting. And Mark Adair, albeit he'll be disappointed obviously to be injured, he'll be really happy to see a couple of pace bowlers performing on the debut, just to give him a little bit of a filler, a little bit of support moving forward. Another cutter, yeah, slow ball. He's actually been mightily impressive here, Hollide.
That's a fantastic way to finish on debut. 3 for 28 for Matt Hollard. It's been a spectacular debut for the 27-year-old. His grandfather is from Cork. Now that's the end of 14. India 115 for 6. Well, the comparison, the two worms were separated by quite a bit through 4 overs, even through 6, but they're starting to come together through 14, so 10 overs on. So much has changed in this first match of 2 in the Spinney Cup T20 series. Ireland seeking their first ever T20 international victory over India. Humphreys full and wide, but it beats the field there. Goes past Liam McCarthy and races away. Khaleds can't get around to cut it off. Aksar Patel with a fine boundary.
Yeah, floaty and full and too wide. Most importantly from Humphreys. That's a long half volley. It's not great bowling, it's good batting, he's a good cricketer. Akshar Patel is a genuine all-rounder, time and time again for Delhi Capitals. He bails them out in the IPL.
Wonderful ball.
I'm just trying to figure out what Lorcan Tucker's plans are going to be in terms of bowling. We haven't seen Garrett Delaney yet, and I think we're unlikely to see a leg spinner at this stage. Does he have enough faith to bowl Harry Tector 4 overs? He might have to.
Oh, great take.
Yeah, good from Tucker. He's hardly put a foot wrong today. He really has been good. With bats and gloves, his captaincy's been good. He's been proactive as a captain. That was a lovely bit of footwork.
Straight back at Humphreys, can't hold on to it, but that was a very difficult chance. A chance nonetheless. Lorcan Tucker knows how close it was, but Humphreys, I think, wants some medical attention. I hope it's not his bowling hand.
Okay? Yeah, I think it's certainly his bowling hand. It was absolutely smashed back. Yeah, left thumb. Left thumb. That's going to hurt. I've had that many a time. Top of the thumb. Let's have a look at this. Look away now if you're squeamish. This could be sore.
Well, Lorcan Tucker, well, that's the right smile that your teammates give you when you're in agony down one end.
Big moment though, in all seriousness, that's a huge moment because Ireland, they would have needed 4 overs out of Humphreys here, especially because they've only used 5 bowlers thus far. Browser, the physio. Browser, the physio, former Glamorgan physio, been here a long time, excellent at his job, but he's got running repairs to do. It's game on here in Belfast, the first of the spinny T20Is.
Ireland, though, really chipped in. 3 overs from the end, Ireland absolutely took off. George Dockrell and Gareth Delaney with a 49-run partnership. A handful of deliveries. Matt Hollard receiving his cap from Liam McCarthy. Cap number 63. And what a start he had to his international career. Jai Mundra got a wicket with his first ball, but this was Matt Hollard's second delivery in international cricket. Then he picked up the India captain Shreyas Iyer, and the last of his deliveries caught by Khalid's Washington Sundar. That is a phenomenal debut. Man whose brother can play as well. Think of that 40-odd ball century in the Irish Senior Cup final last year, Jordan. It was, Balbriggan against Clontarf, yeah. I think they won by 12 runs in the end.
His brother was batting number 7 or 8, and he just rescued it. High-scoring game, if I remember, 330 potentially. High-scoring encounter.
That's it. The match where he probably impressed the most was a match where he played for Balbriggan against the Hills. He took 6 for 6 as the Hills were bowled out for 19, and Balbriggan chased the total in 14 balls. But that he took 6 for 6.
Of that 160, 170 mark that we thought they might get to, and propelled him to a very, very healthy total. Now this is interesting because he's got tape on his bowling hand here, and you have got the right as a batter to just question whether they're allowed to have tape. It will be a question for the umpires and match referee just to say, yeah, that's fine. We're permitting him.
Well, close your eyes now if you're squeamish. Or you can look at the expression on his face. He's grimacing the moment that ball is struck. He knows it's going to hurt.
I'll tell you what, it's hurting now, but it will hurt a lot later on. Once the adrenaline goes, later on, that's going to be very, very uncomfortable for Matthew Humphreys. But he has to just dig deeper. He's got 9 balls to try and bowl. Then he can maybe go off, and they can get a sub-fielder.
1 second.
So how does he manage this, Matt Humphreys?
Back in you, Humps.
No, this is not easy for Humphreys. This is class and resilience, mental strength all coming into play. Just to fire one in, completely miscued by the batter. Aksar Patel.
I just think with that blow to the hand, he's really struggling to try and spin the ball. Because of that thumb, because of that forefinger, he's finding it very difficult to give it a rip, and at the moment it's just damage limitations. Try and get out of the over.
Might not even be able to feel his hand at the moment. Can't function with anything. Pitched up and put away. 6 to finish. 15 done. India 129 for 6. Six Indian wickets to fall, 3 to debutant Matt Hollard, 3 for 28 on debut. Jamundra has got 2 left, 1 for 10. Humphreys 1 for 37, but that hand damaged, his economy rate taking a bit of a pounding, and 1 for 6 off that final ball. Here's Jamundra back into the attack. Worked away off his legs, field around there. Khaled cuts it off nicely on the bounce. And this will come through for 2, but that's the kind of fielding that'll just see the energy levels rise.
Well, the last ball of Humphreys over, it just had to be damage limitation. He went up. For some reason, he went up above the iron. He took pace off the ball. There was only ever going to be one result. Nearly a specky in the crowd. Nearly, sir. No, not good enough. Not good enough. Didn't drop his pints. Good.
Not a drop spilled.
What was the bloke celebrating for? He dropped the catch. He was celebrating like he won the World Cup. He put it down.
This is the fielding effort a moment ago from Khaled. Just a boundary check here to ensure that everyone is content. Clearly kept in. Limited to 2. Well, he's certainly showing a full repertoire here, Jamundra.
Well, the 2 debutants for Ireland have been mightily impressive. Really good. They've shown game awareness, they've shown skill, execution, composure at times when the pressure's been on. Really, really good to see.
What's really impressed me about Mundra here is in Ireland, he's so often bowling to right-handed batters. Now on international debut, a step up, he's got to bowl to so many left-handers. And he's come up trumps on numerous occasions. Well, 5 of the wickets today have been from seamers. First of those, Mundra. And just look at the lengths that they've been pitched.
Yeah, they've all generally been fuller in length than when Ireland got out to seamers. A couple of the back of the length where India prospered. Ireland have been a wee bit fuller. Because they haven't got the pace maybe of the Indian bowlers, they've had to be a little bit fuller, and that's been well rewarded, but they've been excellent. They've adapted right from the outset, Ireland.
Worked away, good fielding, committed fielding.
Fielding been pretty good today. Dwayne, you take yourself back to watching Ireland at the World Cup in Sri Lanka. The fielding was shambolic at times, really was. They dropped, I think Ireland dropped 13 catches in 2 games against Australia and Sri Lanka. But today the fielding has been much, much better.
I mentioned a moment ago, the way Khaled saved 2 on the boundary, it's the kind of thing that just lifts the energy level of the entire team. The commitment comes from witnessing moments like that, and others produce similar. Similar place, lacking in power. Khaled will collect just a single. And this is a good over for Ireland in the sense that India have yet to find a boundary. They still need effectively 2 a ball to win. Ireland, I remind you, still seeking their first ever win against India T20 internationals. Only 4 opponents in international cricket that Ireland have never beaten. India is one of them.
What's the famous quote from the movie? So you're saying there's a chance? Was it Dumb and Dumber?
I was about to say, was that Jim Carrey?
Hey, what a movie that is. Dumb and Dumber. Classic. I'm showing my kind of intellect here.
I thought you were labeling this commentary duo.
No, I wouldn't bring you down to my level.
Just get out of the over now. That'll be the instruction from Harry Tector, who's shown great maturity to come across to the youngsters at numerous times during the innings. Caught and ball. Jai Mundra finishes with 2 for 16 through 3. India 7 down. Mundra has 2. And India struggling at 135 for 7, needing more than 2 a ball to win.
Shivam Dube does not like aggressive bowling back of a length. He likes to hit medium pace bowling. He doesn't like it at all when you bowl back of length. It's a great caught and bowl. Never easy. The dangerous Dube gone for 25. And I tell you what, it's game on. 135 for 7.
Arshad Rana, the new man. Big wicket, Jai Mundra. What a caught and bowled. What a caught and bowled. Game in the balance.
Kevin, you're being really kind to India. It's not in the balance, it's Ireland ahead. Yeah, there's this partnership, it was happening. It's looking decent. What a wonderful catch off his own bowling. Superb.
Yeah, great spell so far from Jai Mundra. Super caught and bowled. No caught and bowled is ever easy on debut. In the follow through, I can't believe it.
That's hit hard, but good piece of fielding. Keep it down to only a single. Delaney into the attack pretty late. To bowl the 17th for the leg spinner.
Interesting tactics from Lorcan Tucker, the skipper, but bringing the leg spin in of Delaney, an experienced bowler. Generally not a big turner. We haven't seen much turn on this wicket throughout the game, but will generally slide it in towards the right-hander. And
yeah, this could be interesting against Harshad Rana, who likes pace. He likes the ball coming onto the bat, can hit a long ball. He's been working very hard with the bat. He can contribute, and that's what India needs. 47 required of 22. Right, so we've got a deep mid-wicket, a deep square leg, and a long on the onside. 3 boundary riders. 2 dot balls.
yeah, take the pace right off there from Delaney. Usually he's in around high 50s, early 60s. There's a lot more flight than usual. 2 crucial dots.
Full again, nicely bowled. We can only get a single. It's turning out to be a very good over. Mind you, this is the 17th over. His first in 4 deliveries. He's just given away 2 singles.
अरे भाई लोग सब्सक्राइब करो भाई, लाइक करो, तबे ना अगला मैच दिखाएंगे भाई लोग.
See how these 2 balls finish, but 46 off 20 balls now. But only Axar Patel really of the recognised batsman left.
Yeah, that's a tricky bit for India. They've lost 7 wickets. He hasn't hit it hard enough. That's another wicket. That's number 8. That's Ireland. A wicket closer to making history.
Super catch from Tim Tector at long on. Slow again, pace off, bit wider, forcing Axar to drag it to the leg.
हेलो गाइस, देखिए गाइस ये आ गया है. अब मांगेगा खाने, कुछ भी मांगेगा, गुट्टा मांगेगा, इसको दे देंगे.
Stunning catch by Tim Tector coming in with the googly from Delaney out of the hitting zone. All straightforward in the end. Great fielder like his older brother. Tim Tector, stunning catch. Akshar Patel goes. India wobbling. 137 for 8.
for India. Orsteed Singh.
हेलो गाइस, लाइक कीजिए, तो मैच हार रहे हैं।
Right, Arshdeep Singh, the new batter. He can hang around, but that's not going to be enough for India. 46 required of 19. A strike rate of 103, an average just about 6. A magnificent over from Delaney. 138 for 8 India.
देखिए गाइस, यही आया है तो सब आउट हो गए हैं इंडिया। इंडिया को जीतने के लिए भाई लोग आपका लाइक चाहिए। भाई जितना जल्दी आप लोग जुड़िएगा उतना जल्दी मैच खत्म होगा और इंडिया जीतेगा। नहीं जुड़िएगा, नहीं लाइक कीजिएगा, इंडिया हार जाएगा। पनौती लोग जल्दी करो लाइक सब्सक्राइब।
$138 for 8 India. And acquired 45 of 18. Mundra straight to the field. Arshdeep scamper through for a single.
There's the wicket. Delaney the googly. Nice and wide, forcing Akshar Patel to drag it in. He knew it the minute he hit it. He didn't get enough on it. Comfortably taken by Tim Tector, and the Irish fans are happy. A small pocket of Irish fans in green are happy at the moment. Can the Irish bowlers close it out?
In the driver's seat now. Ireland, India needing 44 of 17. Harshit Rana on strike. Swing and a miss.
Good pace from Mundra, 85 mile an hour. Stunning debut from Jai Mundra. His length has been fantastic. His line has been just as good. The odd variation into the wicket, reading the batsman well. Always been one step ahead of the batsman.
It's fairly quick as well. It's been thereabouts around 85 miles an hour. Oh, that's a big one.
बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट है,
India would need a few more of
6
those.
मिलेगा।
Huge. Harshit Rana.
जब तक हर्षित राणा है
Pumped that
तब
slower
तक
ball from
इंडिया
Jai Mundra.
में
He's pumped it miles over the ropes. Little off cutter, I think. Rana just sitting deep in the crease, and what a swing. Perfect textbook position for that hitting. The baseball coach will be happy in 86 meters. He knew he hit it 6 the minute he hit it.
अगला मैच देखने के लिए जो 28 तारीख का है, अगर वो देखना चाहते हैं तो हमसे जुड़ जाइए। हमारा YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दीजिए और लाइक करिए।
Still a very long way to go. Change of balls here. Haven't got it back. So a few cricket fields behind us.
Yeah, so the pitches behind us will be the Civil Service Cricket Club's second ground. I think that's going a little bit further. And maybe out in the road. Oh, there it is. Come back. It's come back now.
Right, now we're good to go again. Harshit can hit a long ball, but 1 or 2 won't be good enough. Third inside the circle, fine leg inside the circle. Again, nice and tight, mixing it really well, Mundra.
Yeah, back to the pace on delivery. Again, superb length, just going over off stump, and judging by those last 3 balls, dot 6, dot, the slower ball going for 6. Be very surprised if they go pace off to finish the over. Looking to go with the field change, deep backward point now, going out to the boundary and square legs coming in. You would suggest slightly wide of Rana going across him from this left arm over angle. Pace on.
Yeah, the wide line. It was that, exactly that. Another dot ball. A polite question asked and denied.
Jai Mundra was interested. Lorcan Tucker shook his head pretty quickly, but again, good execution. The plan was set, and then as a bowler, you know, you can have the plans. It's how do you execute that plans under pressure? You know, you're playing against one of the best team in the world. Huge crowd here in Storm. Apologies, huge crowd watching at home. Can you hold your nerve at a crucial time? And at the moment, Mundra's doing that fantastically well.
It should be wide and given. But even then, there's still, it's turning out to be a good over for Ireland.
India need boundaries. The more balls the Irish bowlers bowl without going for a boundary, continues to increase that required run rate. Up at 17.08 now. Original rate started at 9.15, so fantastic display by the Irish bowlers.
That's up in the air, not long enough. That should be number 9. It is number 9. Oh no, it's dropped it. Would you believe it? Oh, that was the easiest of chances we've seen so far this evening. Harshit Rana survives, 147 for 8.
भाई सभी लोग सब्सक्राइब करेगा तभी मैं इस चैनल को वीडियो चालू करूँगा, मैं तो नहीं करूँगा। सब्सक्राइब करो सब लोग और लाइक करो। लाइक करेगा तभी मैं चालू करूँगा इस क्रिकेट को। लाइक एक भी नहीं हुआ अभी तक। कम से कम 10 लाइक करो यार।
And there's a fielder coming under it, and it is taken. Missed last over, but not this time. And India lose their 9, and Ireland a wicket closer.
Super catch, Ben Killitz in the deep. It went so high, he had time to think about it, got under it and steadied himself. Off the toe of the bat of Rana. Ben Killitz steadied himself just inside the rope. Pressure catch. Ireland take the 9th wicket. India 147 for 9.
Prasidh Krishna The new batter, a lot to ask from your number 11.
रोकली भी ले जाता है
36 of 11.
चल लगाओ
And we were debating about Humphries. Should he bowl this over? He comes in and picks up a wicket in the very first ball of the over. Straight to the fielder. How good has the Irish bowlers been? The quick bowlers, the debutants, the spinners.
Yes, they've been very good. They've learned from the Indian bowlers where was the easiest place on this wicket to score, and it was straight down the ground. The Irish bowlers have pulled their length back, spinners included, reaping the rewards.
And especially when you think about the Irish side and you look at the bowling side, I said, oh, that looks depleted. Couple of debutants, both of them seam bowlers. And then defending 182, what looks like a decently good batting surface.
Absolutely, an inexperienced bowling attack with the likes of Mark Adair, Josh Little, Barry McCarty, all injured. This young bowling attack young in games has bowled brilliantly. Backed up in the field also.
They've been very smart indeed. As far as India is concerned, they'll be disappointed with this performance. Started off well, but then kept losing wickets. That's up in the air. That should be taken. It's a difficult.
भाई लोग जल्दी देखिए छक्का चल गया है। आप लोग लाइक सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, इसके बाद मैं चालू करूंगा लाइव को। लाइक सब्सक्राइब कीजिए तब हम चालू करेंगे। छक्का चल गया है भाई लोग, देखने के लिए जल्दी करो, लाइक सब्सक्राइब करो, जल्दी करो। लाइव चालू करेंगे, जल्दी लाइक करो, जल्दी लाइक सब्सक्राइब करो, इसके बाद चालू करेंगे इस वीडियो को। मैच में अभी अर्शदीप ने 2 छक्के मार दिए हैं। जल्दी लाइक करो, जल्दी करो और करो, सब्सक्राइब भी करो और करो, 3 और करो। इस वीडियो को चालू करूंगा तब भी मैं बोली से 200 250 चलो भाई लोग, हो गया है, चालू करते हैं। भाई लोग सॉरी भाई लोग, यह तो आउट हो गया, हम सोचे कि छक्का जाएगा।
And this is a huge achievement for this young, inexperienced Irish side, led by Lorcan Tucker. Only his 3rd game as the skipper of the side. And what a moment for him, the Irish team and Irish cricket.
Yes, delighted the crowd. Deserved victory by Ireland, 34 runs. As you said, well led by the new captain Lorcan Tucker. Young inexperienced bowling attack have stood up to the world champions. Ireland's first ever win against India in any format. And what a way to finish. Another solid catch by the outfielder. Ireland have fielded magnificently well here today. Backed up their bowlers. What a win. What a win for this Irish team.
It's not just a victory. This is a big one, Kev. 34-run victory for Ireland. And this must mean a lot to the Irish, to Irish cricket. You've been a servant of Irish cricket for so long. This must be a huge moment for each and every one of you who've represented Ireland over the years.
Yeah, great day for Irish cricket. Obviously, the people involved in the current team and the current management staff to knock over the world champs. But you know, it's Irish cricket is a small community. What a day, led by Lorcan Tucker.
अगला मैच 28 तारीख को भाई। अगला मैच देखने के लिए हमारे इस YouTube चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो। और देखो दुकान में से मैं सबको गिफ्ट दूंगा, जल्दी से लाइक करो।
But for now, what a day, Irish cricket. What a win. What a fantastic win by this team.
It's time to celebrate.
सब्सक्राइब भी कर देना भाई।
Silent been
28 तारीख को अगला मैच देखने के लिए सब्सक्राइब कर दो, तब भी वीडियो जाएगा,
and then
वरना वीडियो खोजते रह जाओगे।
superb between Lark and Tucker and Garrett Delaney. 50 for the skipper again.
तू चलाओ कैसे हैं
His third 50 as a skipper in 3 games, in as many games. I would love this moment. A moment to treasure and remember forever.
28 को भाई इंडिया गांव।
अरे तू चुप रह रे। India by 34 runs convincingly.
बिहारी बाबू 28 तारीख को आएगा,
Like you rightly
और
mentioned,
सब आयरलैंड को।
partnership was so crucial to get to 182 and then to the bowlers and the fielders. That was the moment history was created.
सब्सक्राइब कर दो भाई।
Look at the delight of Tim Tector taking that catch. Great display from the Irish team and well-deserved victory. Not every day you could say India were outplayed. I think they were today.
It's a brisk 49 for Abhishek in just 20 deliveries, but didn't get too many of his players to support him. Sanju went early, Ishan, so did Shreyas Iyer leading for the first time this Indian T20I side. It's a little bit of partnership between Dubey and Tilak. That wasn't substantial enough. And in the end, managing only 148, chasing 183 India.
Good night.
It's all about the Irish bowling. Also on debut, Humphreys 3 for 38. A little bit expensive in his first, but came back brilliantly. Also Liam McCarthy, 3 overs, 1 for 29. Garrett Delaney sneaking